The U.S. Navy just lost one of its most expensive unmanned spy planes, a $240 million MQ-4C Triton, right over the Persian Gulf, and people are quietly wondering if China's satellite navigation system gave Iran just enough of an edge to make it happen. The drone was on a routine surveillance run near the Strait of Hormuz, which is, a super tense choke point for oil tankers and regional rivalries. Suddenly, it sent out an emergency signal, lost its link with controllers, veered toward Iranian airspace, and started dropping fast from over 50,000 feet. Then it vanished from tracking sites and crashed into the Gulf. The Navy later called it a Class A mishap, their polite way of saying the bird is gone for good, with no crew hurt but a huge price tag attached. Why the Triton matters so much. This thing isn't your average drone. It's basically a high-flying, unmanned patrol plane the size of a small airliner built by Northrop Grumman. It can stay up for more than 24 hours at extreme altitudes, scanning huge stretches of ocean with powerful radars and sensors. Its job is to spot ships, track suspicious activity, and feed real-time intel back to the fleet, all without putting a pilot in harm's way. The Triton works hand-in-hand with the Navy's manned P-8 Poseidon jets, giving them eyes that reach way farther than traditional aircraft. In a place like the Strait of Hormuz, where things can flare up fast, that kind of persistent watch is gold. Losing one stings, especially since the Navy only has a handful of them, and this was reportedly the first confirmed total loss of a Triton. Add in the recent string of other drone losses in the region, and you start to see why folks are paying close attention. How drones actually stay on course. At the heart of any modern drone like this is reliable navigation. The U.S. military leans hard on GPS, the American-run satellite system we all know. But GPS has a weakness everyone in the defense world knows about. In a hot zone, adversaries can jam the signal or spoof it, basically flooding the air with fake data to confuse the receiver. When that happens, a drone can lose its bearings, panic, or fly off course. That's exactly the kind of thing that might explain the sudden emergency signal and weird turn the Triton made before it went down. This is where China quietly enters the picture. While the United States has GPS, China built its own global system called BeiDou. It's now fully up and running with a big constellation of satellites, and it offers strong coverage over the Middle East. Iran has been moving away from depending solely on American GPS for years, especially after getting hit hard by jamming and spoofing in past flare-ups. Reports suggest they've started using BeiDou for their own missiles, drones, and guidance systems. BeiDou isn't magic or completely immune to interference, but its military-grade signals are designed to be tougher against disruption, with better ways to tell real signals from fakes. By giving Iran a more resilient backup navigation option, possibly with some technical help or equipment from China, it indirectly makes it easier for them to operate even when the United States tries to blind their systems electronically. And on the flip side, it might help them mess with GPS-dependent platforms like the Triton more effectively. Nobody is saying BeiDou directly shot the drone down. It's a navigation network, not a missile. But if Iranian forces used electronic warfare tools, some of which may trace back to Chinese or Russian tech, to jam or spoof the area, the Triton could have gotten disoriented enough to lose control. The Navy hasn't officially blamed anyone yet, and investigations are still going. Some analysts point to electronic attack as more likely than a simple mechanical failure or a lucky kinetic shot. China, of course, denies any direct role. It's a classic example of how big power tech rivalries trickle down to regional fights. This loss highlights something bigger that's changing modern conflict. Electronic warfare is becoming just as important as shooting things down. You don't always need a missile when you can blind or confuse a $240 million platform from the ground. At the end of the day, having fancy hardware isn't enough anymore if your opponents can mess with the invisible signals that keep it working. Thank you for watching till the end. If you found the video insightful, hit the like button and subscribe. See you in the next video.